Page 67, Valse Noble, or a Noble Waltz, or whatever you want to call it. You see the word waltz in it, you figure automatically 3/4 time, usually. In most cases it is, and in this case, yes, it's in 3/4 time. Talk about a few things. I'm going to start with the right hand. Notice again the staccatos, they're important, and the legatos at the beginning. Alright, now, normally I don't like to use the same finger for repeated notes. In this case, I would do so. On those 3 A's in the first line, just use the same fingers. When you start using different fingers, and it just makes it a little unnecessarily complicated. For the half note in the last measure of the first line, I recommend a 1, 2, 4. See, the melody is the top note on these chords. And that's what we want to hear, so that, and then a 3, 5. I don't know why they're suggesting a 1 at the second line last measure. Okay, so this quarter note, they're suggesting a 1 for the A. I mean, in my mind, I played the half note with a 1. So the 1 should be over the half note, and you just continue with it. Third line last measure, for the half note chord, I recommend a 1, 2, 4. For the left hand, again the staccatos and legatos. The left hand is going to follow closely, but not quite, what the right hand is doing. Now here again, for the 3 A's, those quarter notes, I would do a 3, 1, 3. It gets a little tricky in the second line. Second and third measures. The right hand has staccatos, but the left hand has a slur in staccatos. Put them together and good luck, you know. The first beat is a staccato on the right, but a slur in the left. Takes a little practice, but it's kind of important you learn to be able to do this kind of things, because it happens a lot in piano. You get the similar thing in the last line, and next to the last measure, well, it's the second and third measure of the last line is basically the same thing. In the left hand, the last chord that they're at the bottom, the AC, I recommend a 2, 1 there. You're coming off of here. I just recommend a 2, 1. It's fine. I don't know why they want a 3, 1 there. It's unnecessary. 2, 1 works great. The dynamics are really important in this particular piece, because if you listen to an orchestra playing or whatever, they make a lot of the dynamics. So I would encourage you to do that. I'm not going to do it in the recording that we're doing here, but when you perform it, do a lot with the dynamics. See, it starts out with a fortissimo. That is a very loud at the beginning. It's like announcing it, here we are. And then if you look at the last note in the first line, suddenly it's soft. And there is a big difference between very loud and soft. And then at the end of the second line, it's very loud again. Then at the end of the third line, it's soft again. So really, on this one, the dynamics make it on it, okay? So bring out the dynamics. Let's try this out. It has a pickup beat, so I'm going to give us 2 counts and we'll start. We're going to go really slow, all right? Normally you'd play it about the tempo I've been doing here on these demonstrations, but we're going to go slow. So go ahead and put your hands where they go. Okay. Ready? Go. Two.